Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Michael Coates.
We're finally starting to see our active weather come to a slow end for today. As we head into the weekend, we're going to finally work in some drier air. But you may have been woken up last night by some rumbling in Idaho Falls. Tara Lynn sent this in. She's a professional photographer in Idaho Falls. Get that lightning strike right over the Winco there in Idaho Falls around 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, right when that storm got cooking. And that was overnight. So if you had the dog in bed with you, you probably know why now. Brandon Isle took a morning jog in Rexburg, sent in the clouds this morning as the sun came up, and we had some interesting cloud formations on the backside of those thunderstorms. We'll take a look here at the, well, that's the Rexburg sky cam, excuse me there we go, Pocatello. It took a second for the computer to catch up. Now we're looking live to the Farm Bureau cam. We're seeing temperatures around the region into the mid-80s. Right now at the Pocatello Airport, we're at 84 degrees, winds southeast at 7 miles an hour. The winds are a bit breezy today because we're changing up the weather pattern. Let's go to First Alert Viper radar. Scattered thunder showers moving off into western Wyoming, eastern Highlands. Also seen a few spotty thunder showers in Lemhi County. Now we've had some pretty intense storms roll through earlier today through the Income area. Those storms are now pushing through Bone and moving further into the Snake River Highlands and also into the Caribou Highlands. As we move further, well, Snake River Highlands to the north also seeing some storms there. But as we get into Teton County, Idaho and Wyoming, thunderstorms getting into Grand Teton National Park. There's Moran Junction, there's Moose. You can see here right in the heart of Grand Teton, we got a really strong thunderstorm there heading towards the road, and we're going to be continuing to see more of these thunderstorms pushing to the east. Salmon's also been seeing some spotty thunderstorm action here for today, with most of the heavy stuff into the mountains around Salmon. And the same scenario will continue tonight. A few scattered thunderstorms, but drier air to the southwest. See all that dry air over the Great Basin? It's going to be with us here over the next couple of days, and we're going to work in this drier pattern as that low scoots off through Montana and southern Canada. Tonight on the Vipercast, we're going to clear out. There is a slight chance of a thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to freeze the clock tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Northern Fremont County, West Yellowstone, the only hot spot showing up here for the computer models to see any thunderstorm chances for tomorrow. So Island Park, West Yellowstone, maybe even St. Anthony could see a couple thunderstorms. Sunday afternoon, pretty dry conditions here. A couple thunderstorms around Pinedale and Lincoln County, Wyoming. But the forecast here for the next couple of days, yeah, it's going to be sunny with winds at 10 to 15 and gusts over 25. So we're going to be sunny, dry, but breezy. We're going to look for that wind here as we continue to see temperatures push well into the mid-80s for average highs into your Saturday and Sunday. Lows tonight back to the lower 50s for Rigby, Idaho Falls, upper 40s for Driggs, upper 40s in Jackson. We're seeing 59 for Pocatello, mid-50s in Lava, upper 50s for American Falls, lower 50s for Soda Springs, and the upper 40s for Montpelier and Afton. Temperatures tomorrow, we're coming back. And again, we're pushing to slightly warmer levels here. We're going to see the lower to mid-80s around the valley region. The lower valleys here, we're hitting around 84 for Preston, 82 in American Falls with 83 for Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls. We'll be into the 70s around Jackson and Driggs, mid-70s in Island Park, lower 80s in St. Anthony, and the lower to mid-80s across Challis and Salmon with mid-70s in Stanley. 8-day forecast moving forward. You're going to notice breezy conditions here with highs into the lower to mid-80s. We'll keep the mid-80s into Monday and Tuesday. Next week, there is a minor threat. I want to stress a minor threat of some thunder showers right now on the distant horizon, and that will be mostly mountain thunder showers to get us into the later half of next week. Pocatello, breezy for tomorrow with highs into the lower to mid-80s this weekend, pushing near 90 for Monday and Tuesday, mid-80s on Wednesday for Pocatello. We'll go to Rexburg, highs here, also looking to warm back up as we head into next week, lower 80s this weekend with some breezy conditions, mid-80s on Monday and Tuesday, and we'll go to Blackfoot, also looking to see some breezy conditions this weekend. On Saturday, a high of 83. Blackfoot this weekend, 86 on Sunday, pushing to near 90 as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Jackson Hole and the mountain resorts will look for a fairly sunny forecast. Again, a couple thunderstorms maybe around Island Park tomorrow afternoon, but that's going to be a low risk even at best. Well, highs are hitting those mid to upper 70s, and then next week some thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I was on vacation last week, came back, and things are really quite green. It must have been quite a bit of rain.
You missed some real gully washers.
Really?
We had some big soaking storms that came through, and we were getting hit with a half an inch to a full inch of rain almost each and every shot.
Wow.
So we've caught up. I mean,
Yeah.
we still have a ways to go with our rain totals for this year, but those rain storms have really pushed us closer to our seasonal average and right where we should be. So
I actually didn't miss them. I got them a couple days earlier in Phoenix, Arizona, the monsoons. They're just really something.
Is your lawn looking like an Amazon jungle like my lawn?
You know, I'm very pleased. That's great. Yeah, I have to cut it a little more, but someone, anonymous person, cut it for me while I was gone on vacation.
That was
so
nice.
Thank
I wish
you,
I would've
whoever
had
you
that.
are.
Yeah,
haven't
I
found
didn't
out who it
have
is
that.
yet. They edged it and everything. So anyway, well, it's next time Michael is gone, neighbor, go and help him out too.
Thanks.
Well, here's what we're working on for Local News 8 at 6. While digging deeper into Pocatello, paving other cities' roads, we found a much bigger issue. Mayor Hiram Johnson in Driggs says folks should be looking at the real issue, why cities are having a hard time paying for road maintenance. He says it all comes down to a fee we pay every